Hello everyone, my name is Abhishek and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to one more episode of Azure Zero to Hero series. We have George with us back again. Last couple of videos, we understood about AKS cost optimization. We learned about automated deployments from George. And in this video, George is going to show us a very cool hack for Windows developers, Windows DevOps engineers, that is WSL2, Windows Subsystem for Linux version 2. George, why don't you
Yeah,
just
Abhishek,
introduce yourself?
thanks again. Yeah, thanks for having me back. And that's a subject that I really like, I really love, and we record about all the videos. And this one, um, it would be amazing for your community to be aware. And if they're not using yet, that's Windows Subsystem for Linux 2. And then I have recorded that since the version 1 that was popular as well. Version 2 come some time ago, and now we have a full Windows kernel being, Linux kernel being deployed on Windows.
Wow.
No, but not many people know that. But
Yeah.
yes, Windows come with Linux. And let me share my screen and show what that means. How do you
So it's a
install that?
Windows kernel for Linux, is it?
Yeah, that's what we call. Let me just remove that thing here. That's that's the page that you see here. That's
Mhm.
Windows now come with a feature where every time that you create like a distro. By the way, you can have multiple distributions of Linux being deployed on Windows,
Got it.
and there are multiple ways to do it. You can see the installation here. You can even install that. You're going to see from the command line. Then WSL install. How you do that? If I go, you go PowerShell, WSL. If you do help, that's it. You have few commands there on that WSL. That's the command
Okay.
line, and there is an install command.
So is WSL out of the box? Like if I just open PowerShell, can I type WSL hyphen hyphen help without any prerequisites?
Yeah, WSL normally come installed, but once you enable Windows features,
Hmm.
there are some features you can see here, and then um, they used to be activated by this Windows feature here, Windows Subsystem for Linux.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
but now the distribution is done by the Microsoft Store itself.
Okay.
And the nice thing is you don't need full Hyper-V like I have enabled here.
Hmm.
They don't require that. They only require this virtual machine platform. And this
Got
virtual
it.
machine platform is available on even Windows Home. You don't need Windows Professional to run this thing here. You can run on Windows Home, and it's backward compatible to Windows 10, but works better on Windows 11. Everything now will be from Windows 11.
So I need to have all of those check boxes enabled,
Yeah,
right?
you don't need a WSL anymore. This one, you need if you come from, let's say, Microsoft Store and you
Hmm.
type Linux, you're going to see Ubuntu here. Windows
Okay.
Subsystem for Linux could be deployed from here.
Got it.
Okay, and now you can just deploy from here, not from the Windows features. And once
Great.
you enable that, then you can pick one distro like Ubuntu or even the I think WSL. I'm not sure if I had that here, but if I go WSL, there you go. Debian, Fedora, there's a lot of distributions that you can do it. And the nice thing is Penguin, that was one of the first ones, that you can install those distros. Then
Okay.
if I go on my command line and I go WSL -L -V on PowerShell, you can see the distros that I have installed on my machine.
Oh, okay. You've got all of them installed on your Windows laptop. That's amazing.
Yeah, I have those all installed. And Docker Desktop, you see, I have Docker Desktop running here. Once you install Docker Desktop, that Docker Desktop itself is running inside a WSL. And
Okay,
then you see Docker Desktop, Rancher Desktop, they all run inside, um, a WSL distro. And I
nice.
even have a Debian. Let's see, if I go here on by the way, that's the called Microsoft New Terminal,
Got it. So,
where I can open like a Ubuntu, like I have here open already. That's for
okay.
Linux. That's my Linux distro. Or I can have my Debian. Let me open my Debian.
I I'll be very honest with you. I haven't used Windows from last 6 years, so some of my questions might be like very vague. But I just want to understand from a beginner point of view, right? Because I haven't used Windows for a while. So if I have a brand new Windows laptop that I got from a store, let's say, right? So I go to Microsoft Store and I select uh, WSL option, install WSL from there, and then I have to install Debian, Debian, or I have to install WSL Ubuntu. Am I right?
There you go. Those are the distros that we have available. But you
Oh,
could create your distro and import that based on a table.
got
Then
it.
if you want to install, you're going to say, dash dash install, and then you say Kali Linux.
How much time would it take?
Kali Linux should be very quick. So you're
Great.
installing Kali Linux. In the
So now
meantime,
I
you're going to
don't need.
understand how that works. Like if I go on my Ubuntu here, now I have Debian,
Uh-huh,
I have Ubuntu, and I'm creating like another one. Okay.
got it.
Then if I go here, look this, people are going to be amazed. I just call Firefox.
It installs Firefox.
No, I have
It
Firefox
opens.
installed already.
Okay.
And then I open like a Firefox, like a Linux, looks like
Yeah,
Linux.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
I'm running like a graphical application inside my WSL on Windows.
Got it.
You got it?
Yeah. So the outline summary is, if you have your old Windows box that is lying there, or you have an old Windows laptop or a new Windows laptop, you can just install WSL in a couple of minutes and run the command that George is showing, wsl.exe hyphen install Kali Linux, and you have Linux running on your Windows machine. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah, you're going to enable once you run the first time. Once you say Kali Linux here, that's probably going to be showing soon here, Kali. Once that's finished installation, you click
Hmm.
here. They're going to ask you to create the user because with the
Yeah,
first time that you're accessing, then
yeah.
you create your Linux user, and that's it. And you have a new distro. They're going to update the list here, and you're going
Hmm.
to be able to open the terminal. By the way, you should install this terminal if you don't have it. It's called um, terminal, I think, or new terminal, Windows terminal. This terminal here, you have to install,
Hmm.
and now come with Windows, but that's the one that come with these tabs. And
Okay.
but yeah,
So with that one terminal, I can just use the drop down. Instead of using CMD, you would prefer using the Windows terminal, right?
yeah, exactly. Not use CMD now. You should be using this one here, Windows terminal, that give you this flexibility to open. And you can set background, and even I think you can do like zoom in, zoom out. You can do transparency. Look, it's transparent now. You just hold
Oh,
Control and Shift,
yeah,
and you
yeah.
scroll with the mouse, and then you have transparent thing. And yeah, we can set like to look like Ubuntu colors as well. There are
Yeah.
a lot of configuration that can be done with the settings. Now, wow, looks like very flexible.
Yeah. To be honest,
It's already
using
installed. There you
yeah,
go. Then they ask you to do a user. Let's say Jorge, and put my password twice. There you go.
Kali Linux is here.
Kali Linux. And you should have Kali Linux coming here once you close and open again. You'll be here on the
Hmm.
menu. And you have Kali Linux like that, simple like that. Sounds good?
Sounds very good. Uh,
And you do
that's what I
exit.
was. Yeah, that's what I was telling you. Like, you know, uh, I was struck with Mac all these years. I did not know a lot of these things going on the Windows space. I knew that there is something called WSL, but I was not aware that WSL is so flexible. And with WSL2, you can do a lot of these things. I was not aware.
And even better like that, look this. They put Linux here on the Windows Explorer.
Wow.
Windows Explorer now has Linux. And then I go, let's say, inside my car Linux that I just installed. And that's my file system. I can access the Linux file system from my Windows Explorer now.
Amazing.
Okay, I can see all my Linux distros from my Windows Explorer. And another thing we can do is amazing is um, every time that we create a new instance, we mount, I think CD mount.
Hmm.
You have the C drive there. That's the Windows C drive.
Wow.
Then I can access all my Linux or my Windows files from here. That's my C drive. Look, C is mounted. And the way that those things is, all those distros, they share the same Linux namespace. Then, like the network namespace the same, but they are isolated.
Hmm.
But the way that Docker Desktop runs Docker on these is Docker is creating a different namespace inside there themselves to be able to
Got it.
isolate complete networking and everything. But
Cool.
yeah, if you see this for the WSL inside the mount,
Hmm.
I'm sharing. Docker is doing a sharing with your Linux distribution, Docker Desktop. See,
Hmm.
and that's done by this configuration. If you go in Docker Desktop configuration and you go resource, oh sorry, go here. See, use WSL2 base engine.
Got it.
That's the way. But at the same time, on resource, you can select the WSL integration, and then now I can come here and enable Kali Linux.
Hmm.
Then Kali Linux now
Gets
are going
restarted.
to have all those mountings there. And if I close here and close everything, open again, that's the default one, but I can go open my Kali Linux.
Hmm.
And look this, Docker image. I think the sock is not mounted yet, but should be mounted.
Yeah.
But that's the way that you share here. I have
Yeah.
to
It's
refresh,
mounted now.
I think. Yeah. That's the way. That's the amazing of WSL. If you want any day, guys, if you guys like that, let Abhishek know. Make a comment on the video because we
Yeah.
can come back and go a little bit deeper on that. If you want to do like more deeper session on WSL,
I have hundreds of comments on my YouTube channel with Windows users saying, hey, SSH command is not working. SCP command is not working. Abhishek, I cannot use the Linux commands that you're running on your Mac laptop. Can you tell me what are the alternatives? Now, I think
yeah,
using WSL2, they can execute everything. Typically, they can execute on a Linux machine, Mac machine.
yeah.
Perfect. It looks very cool.
Yeah, that's the magic. Another thing I don't know if you guys noticed, but My Visual Studio Code that I was using on on my sessions here, the recordings that we did together. Share again here. I can show you my VS Code. My Visual Studio Code. Okay, let's move here again. That Visual Studio Code is running inside my Ubuntu. Look that.
Oh wow.
That's Linux. If I open the terminal, that's my Ubuntu, the same one that I have here. This one, the Linux one,
Hmm.
that's the same. I'm
Sounds
running
great.
VS Code inside my WSL, and I
Hmm.
can use everything that I have my WSL. If I do Docker image from here, that's going to work.
Turn your
Okay.
Windows machine into a Linux box.
Yeah, that's the extension called. There are some extensions they call. If you go remote,
Yeah.
the remote extensions on VS Code, and you have SSH, you have all those remote development. They come with a few extensions, and
Hmm.
then yeah, one of them is WSL. It's called Dev Containers, and also recommend you to look. But that's it. I'm running this inside my any distro that I want.
Great. Thank you so
Sounds
much.
good.
Yeah. Thank you so much, George. Uh,
Thank you.
Again, this is something which is even new to me. Uh, Interacting with you, even I have learned a lot. Thank you so much for taking out your time and doing all these sessions with us. And in future, we would like to invite you, and we would like you to share more knowledge on Windows, AKS, and other things.
Thank you, Abhishek. Thank you, everyone. And also follow the Azure Task channel where I talk a lot about Windows Subsystem for Linux before. And let us know what you want to on this channel. And thanks, Abhishek, a lot for being doing that. The community really appreciate the Azure community.
Thanks.
And see everyone. Talk soon.
See you. See you, Judge. Take care.